Good morning, folks. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We made it until the end of the week. It's been one hell of a week, but we made it. What they say? They said we wouldn't make it, but we did. So we've got quite a few things to talk about. We're going to talk about the Clintons, the Clinton testimony, and how James Comer walked into it, because essentially he's trapped, right? Because James Comer, again, he's trying to redirect. And he thought that the Clintons wouldn't testify. He thought that the Clintons would do what Trump is doing. But I told y'all, I don't think Bill Clinton was doing what Trump was doing, because they readily want to talk to Congress. That's the president up close. That's what strength's supposed to look like, Naaman. That's what conservatives say. They say that's what strength looks like. Okay. That they say, okay. But that's what they say strength looks like. So the Clintons now are saying, yes, we'll testify in public. We don't have no problem with that. Now Comer want to get quiet. No, don't get quiet now. Because ultimately, Republicans really don't want a public hearing to happen. They want to do a hearing behind closed doors, and then they want to come out and be able to frame the narrative on what that testimony or discussion was. And the fact that the Clintons are like, nah, we're going to do the discussion, but it's going to be public. Hey, Lori, good morning to you. That's when it now becomes an issue. Now it becomes an issue. So just so y'all know, that's a big part of the problem. Now, do y'all remember the young woman who was unalived in Minnesota? This was the lady who was pew-pewed in the face multiple times by that ICE agent. And they said, he had to go to the hospital and this, that, and, they tried to pour it on really thick, but that wasn't what it was at all, right? Y'all remember that situation? Thank you so much, Alex. May your day be great today, okay? All of y'all. I'm wishing that for all y'all today. Now, y'all know Renee Good, she was unalived, right? So her brothers testified to Congress yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Hold on, let me make sure I'm right in my date. I know it was this week. They testified in front of Congress this week, right? Get this shit. Not one Republican attended the hearing. Not one. Republicans say, fuck her. We don't care about her or any other American in which the government may come after. But remember, this is the same party who always used to tell you a liberal government gonna come after you. It was never a liberal government that was gonna come after you. It was always the government constructed by conservatives. They were always doing projection. That's real shit. It was always about projection. That's the exact reason why they would always tell you, oh, the government gonna get you. Yeah, the government gonna get you if it's them. Yep. Did you see? Oh, we're going to talk about what listen, the president posted, because I was going to get to that, but I'm going to mention it because you mentioned it. The president posted a meme of Michelle and Barack Obama as monkeys. Me personally, I saved the picture because I know some people that love to sit on the internet that are black like me and try to act like they are Trumpers. So I'm going to put that up today. And say, ooh, look, y'all president talking about y'all. I know y'all happy. Get on your knees and lick them fucking boots. Because that's what they do every day anyway. And I actually know these people. So I know them from afar. I know them from social media. So I make it my business to drag them every possible time. But let me tell you why Trump did that. I told y'all Trump always been a racist. Folks forgot about Central Park 5, or they try to act like they don't remember what he did in relation to the Central Park 5. He's always been a racist. His daddy was a racist. That's what they do. The housing shit in New York, it was a lot of racist shit with that. That's why Trump don't like government, because government would make him do the things he's supposed to fucking do. That's why guys like him don't like government, right? They don't like shit like that. But understand, Donald Trump doing that is just another distraction. He's trying to distract you from them fucking Epstein files. Okay? And listen, this morning on the after show, don't forget we have Freebie Fridays on Patreon. So I have a free show on Fridays on Patreon that is uncensored. You need to click the link in my bio so you can go to my Patreon and register for Patreon. And come on over there this morning, because this morning, I'm going to show you why Trump is trying so bad for you to not think about them fucking Epstein files. Okay? I'm telling you that I saw what you said about he wants to dismantle the subsidies. He thinks harm's on. Right. The thing is, black people are going to persevere no matter what. The people he's harming are the very people who voted for him. And I feel no sorrow, no hurt for them. I don't give a fuck about what they lose. They voted to lose it. So my mindset is, hey, they voted to lose that. But just note, the government, thank you so much, Lori. The government unalived Renee Good. Her family went to testify, and not one Republican would attend that hearing. Hell, even if they didn't agree with the brothers' assertions about what happened, to not attend is disrespectful. They essentially said, fuck her. Her life is meaningless to us. An American. An American. Good morning, Rosie. But her life was meaningless to them. I told y'all Republicans do not care about the American populace. They care about money. They care about the oligarch class and big business. That's what they care about. They play with you and trigger you with social shit, social causes, which is a distraction from their bad policies, their bad economic policies, job policies, education policies. America had the slowest, we had the most unemployment in January since 2009. He did that. He did that. Trump is in those Epstein files. And we know he's in there, but he's going to do everything under the sun to get you to not pay attention to those damn files. I'm telling you, pay attention. Lee, you got to go, beloved. You don't even know the difference between two and two, T-O-O. I don't talk to people that don't know grammar. I don't even waste my time. It's unfair to argue with people that don't understand grammar and the English language. Because this is another thing I'm going to warn y'all about. A lot of the MAGA y'all see online are not even Americans. Do not waste your time talking to them. They're poor foreigners that are here to sow discord amongst Americans. Okay? Okay? Don't waste your time talking to them. They're poor foreigners. Don't waste your time. Block them so they can keep making pots and pans and sandals and shit. Do that. Okay? But don't talk to them. All right? Because they don't have side teeth either. So don't waste your time talking to those people. Okay? Trust me on this. It's a waste of time. See, I just block. A lot of times I block and don't even say I'm blocked. Like people been catching the work in here this morning. I just don't say nothing. They know they getting it because when they get that screen, then they come back on their other account. Cubans gotta go, beloved. You get deported in here too. Lucas, you came in too loud. I keep telling y'all it's not a republic. I mean, it's not a democracy. My life is a republic of me. You can't come in here with that shit. I especially don't like insecure men. And insecure men are loud. So when you come in my live being loud like that, I already know you're very tender. And I ain't it can only be one bad bitch in the discourse. And I'm that bitch, right? So I gotta block you, okay? Can you be a part of my republic? Mm, no, I just blocked you too. Something in my gut said no, so I blocked you. See, thirsty for attention, block. Because real men are not thirsty for attention. Yep, I'm gonna block everybody to disagree with me. You mad? You mad? Good, because I blocked you too. Give a fuck. I'm telling y'all, if you want to piss off MAGA, don't listen to them. That's a pick of Trump's nussy. Don't listen to MAGA. If you want to make them mad, just ignore them. They want your attention. You know why they want your attention? Because they're insecure. Imagine being so insecure, the only way to feel good about yourself is to spend your time online all day repping for a man that shits and pisses on himself. Imagine. So don't waste your time. Hit that block, hit that mute, and let them talk, let them yell in that wind tunnel. Nobody can hear it anyway. They ain't got no side teeth. Because when people don't have side teeth, they whistle when they talk. You can't hear nothing no way. So don't waste your time. Because they'll just keep trying to talk. Just like this morning, they keep trying to talk and I keep blocking. They come in with their other accounts. I block those too. Right now, they crashing out. All of the Indian steel workers from Pennsylvania. I am steel worker from Pennsylvania. This black woman will not let me come on and say that I love Donald Trump. No, I'm not. You're not an American. I don't give a fuck what you think. Keep it over there. I don't comment on Indian politics and you can't comment over here. How about that? And the funniest part to me is the Indians getting involved in it because most of them are darker than black folk. Catch that part. I'm not talking about the ones that are lighter skinned in those Bollywood movies. Catch that part. Because see, India got its own colorism issues. Don't get mad at me because every time you look in the mirror, you mad you darker than me and you can't pass. Catch that part. That's what they really mad about. That's what they're really mad about. That's why I'm here, to call that shit out. Call it out. Yeah, you can hear Kash Patel and you might hear a white man, but when you see him, you go, oh, he not even passing. He just cosplaying. And he can date all the white girls he want. American racists still will never accept him. Catch that part. I done told y'all J.D. Vance has a child named Vivek. He'll sit up there and talk that racist shit, but he has a child named Vivek. Don't believe me? Go look it up. What they say, I ain't got to lie about it. What they say, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. I'm not. That's Trump's nussy. It's zoomed in and uncensored. That's what that is. That's a sign of strength. Now, anybody in here from Texas? Dude, I need my coffee this morning. Look, I got 2 back-to-back shows. Anybody in here from Texas? That thing hang low because it's been blowed out, Corey. That thing got blowed out. Spring break just ended. Okay, so you're in Houston. They talk about Austin, Texas. I saw this morning, right? They say Austin, Texas was one of the nation's hottest housing market. Now Austin, Texas is the slowest housing market in America. Yep. With homes taking 106 days to go under contract, is slowest since December 2012. I told y'all, baby, it's here, beloved. It's here, baby. It's here. Hell, somebody in my neighborhood, they've had a house on the market for several months now. They just moved back and they had moved out of the house, right? Had that house on the market for months. Ain't nobody look at that house. They just moved back in it. I expect the sign to be gone today. Oh, we here, boo. These are American, these are conservative policies. I keep telling y'all, conservative policies always fuck up our economy. Always. Always. Conservative policies are not good to grow economies. You know who grows economies? Liberal policies. Liberal policies. No, historically, they don't grow our economy either. Nope. And since you only have 10 followers, I figure I blocked you before. I'm going to block you again and send you right back into the coven that you were. Bye. We're having grown folks conversation here. Conservative policies bankrupt Americans. Liberal policies put money in your pocket. They create jobs. That's what happens. Yep, and Trump has even said the economy does better under Democrats. But we know that. We also know Trump only ran as a Republican. Why? He said it. Because Republicans are stupid. He said it, not me. Look it up. Hell, Trump even said, I love the uneducated. Remember that? Remember, he also said, vote for me. I don't care about you. And they cheered. So I don't listen to that shit. I don't listen to that. Then they say in Austin, the slowdown stems from pandemic era price overheating, a home building boom, and it's leaving 128% more sellers than buyers. I'm going to say that again. They have 128% more sellers than buyers. So if you're in Texas trying to sell a house, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's kind of like living in Florida trying to sell your house with that homeowners insurance market being trash. It's the same thing. Same thing. And they say people are waiting, renters are waiting for mortgage rates to fall. Guess what, renters? Even if mortgage rates fall, you're still not going to buy that house. Gabba Kabacha, or whatever your name is, you're a foreigner. Blocked. I'm able to now more figure out foreigners from American accounts, so I just blocked them. Except if you prove yourself. What Trump say? Prove your fealty, right? I'm on some John Wick shit, right? Y'all got to prove your fealty or you have to go. Now, anybody in here from Nashville, Tennessee, or from Tennessee, I want to tell y'all something that your Republicans are saying down there in your local area. Because apparently y'all been dealing with a lot of power outages in Nashville. And the people of Nashville are mad about all those damn power outages. They're pissed off. They're like, enough's enough of this shit. Guess why your local Republicans said y'all have so many power outages? Y'all gonna love this shit. I love Republican policies because Republican politics, they say anything. They say wokeness is why y'all keep having power outages. That's what I'm reading the article right here in NBC News. Nashville is furious about power outages. Republicans say woke is to blame. Woke. Wokeness. Wokeness is why you don't have power in Nashville. Not the infrastructure. Wokeness. Makes no sense, right? Right. In a state control. Imagine how weak Republicans have to be in Tennessee, in a state they control, but yet somehow woke Democrats are controlling the power grid. So then why are Republicans voting for Republicans in Nashville then? Because they can't get shit done. They can't get shit done. Quiet, Blue. Go back into your foreign hole. You've been blocked. Boo, bitch, bye. I done told y'all I will block you expeditiously. Even when y'all at each other. I'm telling you, adding each other makes you stick out too. It puts a red flag on you, puts a red hat on you. Don't add each other because you're gonna catch that word. Now they say, the Republicans are looking to point fingers because citizens of Nashville are mad that the power keeps going out. So Republicans don't want to take responsibility for the fact that the power keeps going out. So what do? They blame wokeness. Because see, when that ice storm hit Tennessee, they've been having a lot of issues with their power grids. They say Republicans argued that a major utility company run by Democratic appointees, listen to this shit, has woke policies on diversity and tree trimming that are the causes of the power outages. I'm going to say it one more time, okay? I would have better respect for them if they blamed Joe Biden at this point. If they blame Joe Biden, I'd have better respect for them. If they blame Joe Biden, I really would. I'd have better respect. Because at least then, that's the usual lie. But they say, I'm going to read it one more time. Republicans in Tennessee argued that a major utility company run by Democratic appointees has woke policies on diversity and tree trimming. And that's why their power keeps going out. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Because that shit don't make sense, right? But that's how Republicans talk. Because why? Their voters aren't that smart. They know it. All they got to do is say woke. Their people are triggered emotionally. Their ears turn off after that. They woke now. Ears turn off. See? That's all they got to do. They know their voters. Yeah, tree trimming is woke. Just like I told y'all brushing and flossing is woke. But y'all didn't believe me. I told you I'm the oracle. I told you that's why a lot of MAGAs don't have side teeth. Brushing and flossing is woke. I told you. If tree trimming is woke, you know brushing and flossing is woke. Washing with a wash rag is woke. Washing behind your neck is woke. It's all wokeness. Good hygiene, woke. How dare you not want to smell my back wind? What? I told y'all. Epstein files, woke. That's why they don't give a shit about them files. I told y'all a long time ago, when Republicans voted to release those files, they only did because you were paying attention and you were saying, we want them damn files. They don't really want them because Trump doesn't want them out. See? They don't really want them. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. They playing with y'all. Now I'm going to go back to this Tennessee thing real quick because I see something else. So they're saying the Nashville Electric Service, right, has mishandled the storm, right? Because they're struggling. Watch this part. I wonder why they're struggling. They're struggling to mobilize enough workers and equipment to quickly clear fallen trees and restore service. You know what? Part of me is starting to go, maybe Republicans are right about Nashville and why they're having power outages. Maybe it is wokeness. Follow me. I'm about to connect a dot for y'all real quick. All of their anti-immigrant shit, because they so woke, right, about hating immigrants. Well, who the fuck won't trim them trees and do that shit? You can't get Billy Bob to do it. Billy Bob's a fat ass with bad knees and a bad fucking back. He can't trim no damn trees. He can't even tie his own fucking shoes. But since they attacking immigrants, they ain't got enough Billy Bobs to cut trees. Not time to ask. Look, Gladys, you hear about down in Nashville? They say the wokeness is why they ain't got no power down there. I agree. I think it's because they got rid of the immigrants. I know John told me he wants to cut down the trees, but his back has been bothering him. You understand? See, all that fucking hatred got them down there in Nashville. Now they ain't got enough workers to do shit like that. See? Uh-huh. Tired of winning yet? They say 6,000 customers still don't have power. This article was posted yesterday. Yesterday. The storm happened 12 days ago. They still don't have power. That's Republican leadership. And because those people still don't have power, no, I'm not letting somebody up. This ain't the fucking View. Fuck out of here, Frederick. Blocked. You hear him? Let somebody up. This ain't the fucking View. I don't give a shit what you think. The hell? I'm black, but I ain't Whoopi Goldberg. The fuck? Let me up. I got something to say. I don't give a fuck. I told y'all they want to be heard. I don't listen. They can think whatever they want to think. I don't give a shit. They crashed the fuck out. Let me up. Let me say something. Let me say something. No. Nobody cares. I don't want you spitting on me with no side teeth. No. What they say, absolutely not. I told y'all I'm about to hit you with it again. I did it yesterday. I'm about to hit y'all with the I am on my King Jaffe Joffa shit this morning. Ruler of Zamunda shit. That man is beneath me and so is his daughter. That's me. No, we're not debating. I don't need a debate. I really don't. I don't need a debate. Y'all do. I'm not running around debating y'all. Fuck, I don't give a shit what y'all think. That's the problem now. Too many liberals care about what y'all think. I don't. I don't. This is a liberal that does not care what conservatives think. This liberal right here, conservatives should be glad I ain't president. Because if I was president, I wouldn't even have ICE walking the street. I'd have the Nation of Islam walking the streets. All across Kentucky, all across Iowa, all across Idaho, Mississippi, Tennessee, I'd have the Nation of Islam. Yup. Roaming the fucking streets. Uh-huh. Where I would want the Nation of Islam to see who's really an American and let the nation choose. And matter of fact, I already told y'all I would have Minister Farrakhan as one of my special advisors. And I'd be like, Mr. Farrakhan, what is an American? I told you I've replaced the Secret Service with the Nation of Islam. What? You know how many racists I would piss off? Good. And if somebody say something, I would say, you shut your garbage mouth. This is good security. I guarantee if I have Nation of Islam, I'm going to be okay. Provided I don't get on no Malcolm X shit. Because y'all know how that happened. Y'all know how that ended. Then you got to look at the nation like, that's not how you spell your tricky panda. Next time you want to insult me with American English, you got to learn some grammar first, beloved. You've been blocked. All the little foreigners scraping up at me, scratching up at me, all the little foreigners. You can smell the dirt just kick off their fingernails as they're typing. I can smell the dirt off their fingernails. That's why I just blocked them. I don't recall Farrakhan even ever saying he likes Donald Trump. I don't recall ever hearing that. Matter of fact, let's look it up right now. Let's see. Technically he did, but for a very particular reason. He don't like Trump. Okay? Let's be clear. At the time in 2016, Farrakhan praised Trump for refusing donations from certain groups in a country we give a lot of money to. But that isn't the case anymore. I just like facts. So I wanted to research it. No, that's not a turkey. That's Trump's nussy. Me personally, every time I see it, I just want to stick my finger in it. I just want to be like, you know that song by the Bee Gees? How deep is your love and how deep is your love? How deep is your love and how deep is your love? How deep is your love? And every time I see it, I think that. I want to grab him by the nussy. Trump says they like it when you do that. That's what I want to do. That's or you know what BBD used to say, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no, I want to smack it. Flip it and then rub it down. I want to see how it feel. You know, it feel like an old Coach bag. That's the thing I noticed about conservatives. They have some bad skin. That shit always look like an old Coach bag. Okay, let me go back to this real quick because I want to finish this Tennessee because I got something else to tell y'all about Florida. Those of you who live in Florida, especially if you speak Spanish, Florida just passed a law. But hold on, let me tell y'all something real quick. I told y'all 6,000 customers in Tennessee still don't have no power, right? A 39-year-old man and a 92-year-old man were found unalive. Why? Suspected of carbon monoxide poisoning in their homes because they were trying to stay warm. They had generators nearby, but they were trying to stay warm because Tennessee has dropped the ball on keeping the damn power on. Republican policies couldn't keep the power on. Oh, no, Sharon, I got to block you. You ain't about to give nobody no $5,000. If you were, you wouldn't come in my live to offer it. You'd have been gave it away before you got here. That's broke people shit. Blocked. Okay. So, Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee, who's running for governor, right? She said the utility was so focused on woke policies and DEI that it failed at its most basic responsibilities, keeping the power on. Yep. She said DEI was why they couldn't keep the power on, y'all. DEI. Huh? DEI. Is why why the power companies couldn't keep the power on. Don't make no sense. Marsha Blackburn don't have a solution. So they just keep kicking the can down the road and blaming everybody but themselves. Because see, they don't want you to blame them. They want you to blame the others. Right? I think I already got, hold on, I'm looking up here. Yeah, I think I got okay, there is Whit Michelle. Whit Michelle is the same account that I put out before. So that bad built bitch came back again. I'm putting that one out too. Bye, beloved. I don't do DEI either. DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. If you have any other thoughts besides the one that I like, I boot you. So if you don't like DEI, I don't like it either. So be careful. Like Cardi say, be careful with me, right? Because I don't like diversity either. Watch yourself. All right, let's get back. My live has been restricted for 10 minutes. They reported me. They're upset, y'all. But it's a republic of me. I don't care. Pump it. Hey, pump it. They mad this morning, y'all. Hold up, y'all. On back to ye old faithful. Because they upset. I'm saying something about Donald Trump and they upset. They on their knees and all that Cheeto dust this morning. Oh, she's talking about the great orange one. Shut up. Get on your knees. You should wear knee pads because you can't, once you get that orange dusting on your knees of your pants, you can't get it out. What Martin say? That shit get in your clothes and it stink. Yeah. So don't do that. That's why they mad. They mad and triggered when I call them out. Mad and triggered. Okay? Mad and triggered. Listen, I've been telling folks from the beginning that that whole MAGA movement is a cult. It's like the People's Temple of politics. It's just like Jim Jones. Trump is Jim Jones to MAGA. That's why you can't get anywhere with them trying to talk facts with those people. So you don't talk facts. You talk feelings. You talk emotions with them. That's the only thing that's the only way you're going to get through to them. Feelings, right? You're not going to get through to them with facts. They turn their ears off when you start talking facts. Because their entire identity is wrapped up in MAGA. You got to remember, a lot of people in MAGA, they kept growing up into adulthood, but the mind stopped growing at some point. That's why they're so easily manipulated, easily swayed and pushed emotionally, because they're insecure people. They're insecure and not very well educated. So you have a very highly emotional, look, to Naja's point, arrested development adult. Oh, you can push them to do anything you want them to do. You can even push them to do things against their own best interest. And you can even get them to think somebody else did it. Oh, TikTok, don't restrict conservative lives. You know why? Because y'all don't go in those lives and mass report them motherfuckers. That's why. That's what conservatives do to liberal lives. That's what y'all not catching. They come in any lives that you're talking about Republicans or conservative policies, they're going to mass report it. Guarantee they're going to mass report it. So you should do the same thing. I don't know why y'all don't match their energy. That's the only thing that you're going to get to stop these people. You have to match the energy. Oh, they won't approve one of your reports. That's why conservatives have multiple accounts. The problem is we don't have multiple accounts because we have lives, right? So we don't have multiple troll accounts. You understand? But they do. Oh, if you do, you got to report it under all accounts. That's real shit. Hell, in my live yesterday, I got a strike. Well, I didn't even get a strike, but I got a restriction that said my live has civic discourse that may be too sensitive to discuss politics. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I just go, okay. That's how they do. Now, I got to go to something because I told y'all about this. If you live in Florida, your government just changed something else that I find interesting. And the Hispanics in Florida are crashing out. Guess what? In Florida, Florida just announced all driver's license tests, including the learner's permit exam, will only be offered in English. I'm going to say it one more time. Starting today, because it starts today. Starting today, you can only take driver's license tests. That's all of them. Commercial and just like regular. And including learner's permit exams, only in English. Bravo, Florida. I'm glad they did it. Good. 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 It's too many Hispanics down in Florida who think they white and they keep cosplaying as white people. Well, guess what? White people don't have to pretend to like you no more down here. They leaning all the way into their racism, baby. Yep, and they're not allowed interpreters anymore either. Boom. Boom. I will vote A for Donald Trump. Oh, dum 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 dum. I will vote A for Donald Trump. I love this shit. Good. They voted for it, right? Because wouldn't it be DEI to offer those tests in Spanish? See, everybody hate DEI up until they realize they're in DEI. Man, they gonna be down there at that DMV, at that MVA like the fuck? They don't care. You better learn English. Oh, that's not my song. That song came from a Cuban a band during when Trump was running for re-election again, and that was their little song. So I love to sing it anytime I bring up Latinos catching that work from racist ass conservative policies, because that's what it is. Yep. What a lot of groups, Kiara, to your point, are learning. Black folks, we've been watching out for not just black people, but this time, notice how black people quiet as hell. Oh, we quiet this time because we like, oh, we told y'all. We told y'all. Now y'all fucked around. Now y'all finding out. This is not our fight. That's y'all fight. We told y'all. And see, now so many people, they like, why won't somebody do something? Because I didn't put us in this situation. Why don't you do something? You and your family did that shit. That's why I don't have that's why y'all see me talk the way I do about the Somalis. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And people say, well, it wasn't all of them. Doesn't matter that it was all of them. It was enough of them that was loud enough that swayed enough of them to vote for Trump. So I don't give a shit about them getting pulled up in them damn ice raids. That's on them. I don't give a shit about the pretending that they did fraud when they didn't. I don't care. That's what happens when you lay in bed with white supremacy. White supremacy will never accept you. So I don't care. Filing under shit I don't care about. You say Cubans are nice in Cuba, but change when they get to the United States because they want to be white. That's why. They want to be white adjacent. Same thing with Indians that come from India. A lot of them want to be white adjacent. So they immerse themselves in white culture, marry white people to try to whitewash themselves as much as possible so they don't look like the other. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. A lot of Asians do it. Yep, I'm calling that shit the fuck out. In everybody's quest to be white adjacent, their ass getting eaten up. And black people sitting there like, black Americans, because Africans getting eaten up too. I don't give a shit. Because a lot of Africans come here and they think they better than black Americans. So I don't give a shit. So I'm just like this. Y'all remember in Color Purple when Miss Celie was watching Mr. try to cook that meal for Suge? That's black people. That's us. We just like, because we already know it's not going to work out, right? We already know how it's going to end. So we just sitting there like, that's why we don't show up in no protests. That's why we don't do that shit. Because we told y'all, you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. Right, that man couldn't cook. You're right. And the people who led them to this, they didn't know what they was talking about either. That's why I laugh. Yep, some Haitians too been caught up in it. Following the shit I don't care about. Because see, this is the thing. It's wild work to care about somebody more than they care about themselves. That's stupidity. When you care about somebody more than they care about themselves, that's stupid. So I don't do that. My mindset is if you like it, I love it. Who am I to tell you that what you're doing? See, the problem is, I told y'all before, I do think Trump has sparked a conversation about immigration. Real shit. Should we even still have it at all? Because my problem is a lot of immigrants come here and they become enemies of black Americans, even the black immigrants. So it makes me wonder, should they even be allowed to immigrate here? Maybe you should take that ignorant shit to another country that'll let you in. But maybe you shouldn't be allowed to come here. Because Black Americans don't need more enemies. Oh yeah, they thought voting for Donald Trump would destroy Black America. You lie. Because Black America don't sit around and wait on government in order for us to have any fucking thing. The only group of people, and I told y'all this the other day, the only group of people that know how racist America is and how America is set up, the only group that knows it better than Black Americans are Native Americans. Native Americans know how shiesty America is. They know. You ain't got to tell them. And Black people know. We know, because we've been dealing with this shit for generations. And our Black ancestors, our Black elders coach us and teach us so that we're always well aware. Problem is, somewhere along the way, certain groups of Black Americans, right? They were technically immigrants. And they start having babies here once they immigrated here. And their Black children grew up in America, but they raised their Black kids almost like white children. Oh, we're not like those Blacks. Okay. All right. So when they snatch up your mammy and your pappy, don't contact my Black ass. Because you're not like us, remember? They not like us. They not like us. I didn't forget that shit. I remember. That's why I said there is a conversation that has to happen. Why do immigrants hate Black people so much? Even the Black ones. And I'm going to tell you what it is. To me, I think it's jealousy. It's jealousy. Because no matter what's thrown at us, no matter what oppression's thrown at us, guess what? We still persevere. We still persevere. You still got cultures all around the world that they feel like they're in something when they embrace our Black American culture. Y'all see the shit online all the time. People constantly trying to embrace and duplicate Black American culture. Because you know why? We put the seasoning on every fucking thing. We put the seasoning on everything. That's why. Yesterday, I saw a video on TikTok. You know that dance? I don't want to say, I'm going to say the name wrong. It starts with a D, the D Bukaki. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dance when they're like jumping and they go down, the guys are all holding hands. I saw it yesterday with some Africans doing it. But get this shit. They had fused it with a lot of the moves you see from Black American fraternities. Yeah, that's it, Amber. Dabke. That's it. So it was infused with Black American fraternity movements combined with the traditional dance. And you know what I said when I watched it? I said, we put seasoning on everything. That tells me those boys were educated in Black schools around Black people. And then, cause see, we put seasoning on everything. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. Fuck, I'd be jealous too of a motherfucker that can have a six-pack and all he eat is fucking Cheetos and drink Pepsi. That's DNA, bitch. That's DNA. That's what that is. That's what that is. I be catching that shit. I be catching that racist shit. I be catching it. I just don't say nothing, but I catch it. You say your brothers look like full linebackers and never lift weights. See? I'm telling you. I remember a long time ago, I used to live in this neighborhood. It was this Black man. And I used to see this motherfucker carrying trees. I'm going to say it again. He used to carry fucking trees for exercise. He would carry them on his shoulder, like big ass trees. He would throw them up in the air, catch them. And I remember we would watch this motherfucker in amazement, like, oh my God, it would take at least 6 or 7 men to put this motherfucker in check. At least. He didn't have no gym membership. The gym was outside. That motherfucker used nature as gym. That's why I always think, if I was you, I'd want to be me too. Y'all remember that song? If I was you, I want to be me too. I want to be me too. Listen, I've seen black people that I want to be. Like the fuck? But okay. All right. And I don't say that as a slight to any other race. I'm just saying I love my people. And whoever your people are, you should love them too. No, and see, that's the thing. I think a lot of times, because of racism, people make the assumption when they hear black people say, I love my people, that means we don't love nobody else. That's not how we think. That's not how we think. That I can tell you that for sure. As black folk, we do not sit around plotting the demise of other people. Tiffany, I want to be Tiana Taylor too. That body be bodying. But I like cookies and chips and sugar. Yeah. So I'm never gonna be I'm never gonna be Tiana. I like fried chicken. I'm not gonna be Angela Bassett either. Because I like to eat, okay? But they say I saw you put it, cakes and pies, cakes and pies, cakes and pies. Yeah, I'm not going to be any of those people. And I'm okay with that. I have a six-pack when I lay on my back, though. Catch that part. I don't know if y'all caught that part. When I lay on my back, I got a whole six-pack. Now, when I turn on my side, when I stand up, but when I lay down, I got a six-pack. So forget what y'all talking about. Forget what y'all talking about. Okay? Forget what y'all talking about. Now, I got to tell you something else, okay? U.S. applications for jobless benefits jumped to 231,000 last week, the most in 2 months. So more and more and more and more people are becoming unemployed. More and more. So while the president says inflation's going down, unemployment's going down, that shit's a lie. We're in a bad place, y'all. And remember I told y'all, listen, I'm going to show you this picture again, because I showed y'all this before. Remember I showed you this picture, right? That has the layoffs for all of these companies that are laying people off, right? And that's Rusty in the background. Y'all know Russ gonna drink his drink, right? So these are all the companies that have done layoffs, right? I told y'all that this is not just AI. This is not just AI. Remember I told you that, because it's not. It is not just AI. AI doesn't replace all of these jobs. Some of these jobs are being outsourced overseas still. Some of these jobs are being now done by high-skilled H-1B visa workers. I told y'all. I told you. Amazon renewed over 45,000 H-1B visa work permits last year. That's just the renewals. Keep in mind, companies like Amazon are paying over $100,000 per immigrant to bring them here to work. They don't have any problem paying the money. None. They just don't want to give you the money. The American worker is now treated as an enemy. The oligarch class has decided we are enemies. Look at how many people are being laid off, high-skilled workers, or just people that's been in a company for a while. Being loyal. I keep telling y'all, don't be loyal to companies because companies are not loyal to you. And they're pushing you out for cheaper labor. Because at the end of the day, they want money. They don't give a fuck about you and your family. So why do you care about those rich people? Those rich people should be paying fucking taxes. So at least if you didn't have a job, you'd have universal basic income. They won't give you UBI, but they'll give rich people PPP loans and then forgive them, and they don't have to pay them back. But they won't give you UBI. They won't give you health care. They won't give you paid child leave. They won't give you job training for free, education for free. You know why? Because America is set up to monetize on your suffering. That's why. Every facet of your life is designed to pay somebody that got a lot of money. Faye, you ain't never lied about unemployment because I still ain't got mine. I got to call them people today after I'm done this morning. Because I still ain't got much money. Yep. No more feeling sorry for the oligarch class because they don't feel sorry for us. And I'm glad you brought up student loans. They wouldn't let the government forgive your student loans, but the government forgave PPP loans of people that already have money. Those big corporations already got money, but they didn't want to have to pay that money back. And then some of those people that got PPP loans are in Congress. So they voted not to have to pay back money. So the fox is in the hen house. Nobody from Congress should have been able to get that money anyway, even if they did have a business. They never should have been able to get that money. Yep. And all they did with that PPP money was just do stock buybacks. They didn't make any investments to, hire people or do it. No, because they don't care about you. It's about making money. That's the thing I need Americans to understand. Because I'm not sure how many jobs losses it's going to take before people wake up that rich people want every facet of your life. And I'm telling you what's coming. I told y'all before, the next type of job is going to be you work for a company, they give you housing. Watch it here. They give you housing, they give you a little paycheck, and they give you some other little benefits. But they never pay you enough for you to live on your own. Oh, that's what's coming next. I told y'all how Amazon already has employee housing. I told y'all. Amazon already been building employee housing. Y'all gonna learn. These people they don't like us. They see us as a resource and they gonna work you till you die. You're never gonna be able to retire. How? You ain't got enough money to retire. You constantly need to be bringing in money just so you can fucking survive. For basic things at that. We're not talking extravagance. Hey, Star Fox, we're talking basic. This is why I'm telling y'all something. I just hope that Americans have awakened and they're at a point that they stop buying shit they don't need. Because see, y'all feed the beast when y'all keep buying shit you don't need. Rich people love when you do that shit. Because that's their money. I mean, that's their products you're buying and you're putting money in their pocket. They love that. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. And that's just real talk. Now I see something. I didn't know about this yesterday. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm trying to see. Nah, that's not true. I saw something and I'm like, huh? Now, Canadians, I know I have some Canadians in my live. I want to send a shout out to Canada because Canada been matching American energy. The Canadians are still staying away from the United States. I love it. We have forever lost that type of travel from Canadians. They sold their vacation homes because they tired of us. They tired of us. But Canadians are continuing to stay away from America. Good. Y'all match our energy. Good. Yep. Good. As it should be. As it should be. Because Americans, of course he does. Be careful. It's a little icy on that top out there. What they say, so be careful. Yep, they're not buying our bourbon. And get this, remember I told y'all Canada made a deal with China yesterday to start building Chinese cars and being able to purchase Chinese cars in Canada. They're not playing with us. Canada not playing with us. And guess what? After Trump, that relationship will not be renewed. See, I keep telling y'all, this is bigger than Donald Trump because this is Trump and the entire party. Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday. Now, Canadians are going to start building BYD cars and buying them. Oh, I want a Chinese car too. But I also told y'all yesterday about how the National Automobile and Dealers Association, they're the ones who block us from being able to get Chinese vehicles. The leader of that group said yesterday, allowing Chinese vehicles into the American market would force American manufacturers to lower their prices, and they don't want to do that. They say, I saw something this morning about China buying soybeans, but they say they are. We got to see what they're going to do. And even if they buy them, China still ain't buying nowhere near what they used to from us. They putting us in our place and making it very clear, you're not better than us. You never have been. But it's cute that you told your people that you were. Oh, I've seen the highway phones. Let me tell y'all something. About 15 years ago, maybe even longer than that, I used to buy Chinese cell phones and just get them activated on a U.S. cell line. Because at one time you could. I want y'all to listen. At one time you could buy Chinese cell phones because I used to go on Chinavision. I used to go on Chinavision and buy Chinese cell phones. Way back in the day, the Chinese had cell phones where you could touch another person's cell phone and just instantly transfer files. Instantly. You could do that, right? So I would buy Chinese cell phones and get them activated on American cell networks. But then the government changed the law. Why? Because American cell phone companies didn't want the competition. Because if you had access to foreign cell phones, you know America is way behind on technology. We're not as innovative as we lie to the American populace. We're not. You say that's why they banned BlackBerry? No surprise. I used to love my BlackBerry phone. I used to love a good two-way pager too. Oh, I've been watching Korean news. I'm gonna tell you, I watch Korean news and I watch Japanese news. I love watching both of those because I'm telling. Go watch the foreign news and look at the shit they have in Japan. Their high speed internet is so fast they can download the entire Netflix library in 8 seconds. 8 seconds. And when we try to watch one movie, it buffers. Hey, Chef CC. But that's our reality. I'm telling y'all, America is not as innovative and cool as your government indoctrinates you into believing. They just keep you from having access to other things. But see, the internet is the great equalizer. The internet allows you to see things that you otherwise wouldn't even know happen. Because now you can see the experiences. Did y'all see that video that was rotating on TikTok yesterday with the young woman who was in China and she needed to go to the doctor? So she went to the hospital to see a doctor. She had no appointment. She got in the hospital, saw a doctor, got her prescription filled, all in less than 20 minutes and for less than $20. You ain't even parking at a hospital in America for $20. You know why? You know why it was so cheap and so efficient? Because healthcare is not a for-profit business in China. It is in America. You know why they tell you it is? Because you have the freedom to make money off of other people, denying other people care. And then we call ourselves great. Ain't shit great about that. America greedy as hell. Yeah, hey, in America, smiley face, you can go to the doctor for $20. That's your copay. Catch that part. That's your copay. But you still had to pay $20 to park. You pay the $20 copay, and then you still got to pay the copay for the fucking medicine. I told y'all, America is a third world country with a first world ego, a first class ego. It is. That's how we're set up. Damn, your copay 40? I believe it. Enough's enough. We're not winning in the way that these rich people and government, I'm putting some more wood in my fireplace, and government keeps saying we are. We're not winning like that. They're lying to you. They're lying to you to make you docile and to make you think that everything that's happening to you is normal and okay, even though it's not normal and it's not okay. That's why they're doing it. Because it's designed to keep you obedient and not push back against the system. Because see, MAGA don't push back. MAGA doesn't push back. They just, whatever they're told, they walk lockstep with it. Walmart's not on that layoff list, you say? I'm not surprised because think about it. Most of Walmart's employees are part-time. They can just cut your hours. And if they cut your hours enough, you'll just quit. Walmart don't need to fire you. They can just cut your hours. Oh, I saw the Truth Social. I saw the Truth Social stuff. But understand, Hodge, Trump is doing that to distract from the Epstein files. That's all. And seventh wonder, to your point, you're talking about Japan, China, and Canada have the best medical models for preventative care. America doesn't believe in preventative care. America doesn't, because what did I tell y'all? There's no money in a cure. There is more money to be made off of you being sick and suffering. So why would I give you preventative care when I'm going to make all this money selling all these products and services to you once you're sick? Don't make sense. I can't make money like that. In order for me to make money, I got to make you sick first. I got to mess with your water. I got to mess with your food. And I sell that to you too. See? Rich people sell you the complete package. Complete package. I just thought about something. They sell you the complete package. Yep, empty hospital beds, make no money, right? And y'all seeing too, a lot of hospitals are closing down in America, especially in rural areas. Especially in rural areas. Y'all gonna learn. There are consequences. And if you don't have a hospital easily accessible to you, guess what happens? You may not make it. Have I noticed everything has protein now? What you mean? They put protein in everything? Look, I'm gonna check something. You know why I think a lot of our stuff has protein? Because Americans aren't getting enough nutrients. Think about it. If you ain't got enough money for chicken, and then again, it's also propaganda. They're trying to sell you on something. Remember when they tried to sell you on the trans fat shit? And then they started changing how they did stuff. No trans fats, zero trans. It's all industry bullshit to get you to buy something. I wouldn't buy no protein pretzels. Who the fuck eats pretzels for protein? I'm having junk. I don't eat pretzels for fucking protein. Like what? Protein, potato chip. Somebody said something. I just saw it. Bad nutrition. Say it again. Bad nutrition and everybody on Ozempic. That's why they look like bobbleheads. That Ozempic weight loss is a different type of weight loss. They be looking like straight bobbleheads. Cause they neck having a hard time. Cause the only thing big on them is the head. Like, have y'all seen, what's that guy? Y'all know the guy online, he looked like, Erykah Badu said he looked like a mouse. What's the guy's name? DJ Academics. Look, I had to think about that moment to get to his name because I couldn't get to his name, but I was seeing his face in my mind, right? Academics. Y'all see, he took Ozempic. Now, if you see from here up, his head's still the same size. But from here down, it's like, wait a minute. How your body that small, but your head that big? His head don't match his body. Mm-mm. 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 He look a mess. And MGD, I'm sorry to hear that. I was running my mouth. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Senna, I appreciate that. Reminds me of Star Jones. Yep, back in the day after she had that surgery. But everybody, you can always tell Ozempic folks. Because like I said, they all head, no body. Catch it. That's what I've been catching. They're all head and no body. Because I'll be like, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Senna. I appreciate it. They literally all had nobody. You say too much protein and not enough greens is not good. But they're not thinking about that because they just want to, again, America, instead of selling Americans good, clean food and teaching folks how to do moderation and be physical, America would rather just sell you a quick cure. But nobody knows the long-term impacts of being on something like Ozempic. Because again, Ozempic was not made for weight loss. It was for diabetic patients. And they figured out that it also caused weight loss. And then more people wanted to go on it. Honestly, a lot of the reasons why diabetic patients can't get Ozempic is because of people being on it that just want to lose weight. That's it. But you have to stay on it the rest of your life. Soon as you go off that shit, Especially if you ain't changed your eating habits. If you don't exercise, you're going to gain all that weight back. It now becomes a maintenance thing. And that's what the rich people want. They get you on it. They get you hooked on it. And then at that point, you're going to do everything in your power to stay on it. And that's the point. Look, my stomach is growling. And that's the point. Real talk. I love a great shit too, but I don't need Ozempic for that. You got prune juice. You got dates. You got oatmeal. You know what I mean? It's plenty of ways to get that nice, good cleansing. Americans just want it. America is a microwave society. They want everything quick. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get fat quick. So getting skinny quick, that don't make no sense. You're going to lose muscle too when you get skinny quick versus doing it the right way. Real talk. Oh, I didn't know that, Effie. So Ozempic gives them, it stops them up. It makes them constipated. I had no idea. Because, see, I don't use that shit. Really? I didn't know that. Child. So they walking around full of shit. Literally. Wow. Wow. No, I'm good on that. They can keep that. Yeah. They can keep that. I'm good on it. Nope. Y'all remember back in the day when they had the other weight loss thing? It was like, and that too was taking people's, I think they were like pills or something. I forget what the name of it was. It was like hold on. Hold up. I think it was in the 90s. Yep. It was in the 90s. Fluramine and phentermine. Y'all remember it was called fen-phen. Yep. Y'all remember. I remember people were taking that fucking fen-phen. And they thought it was okay until they started to see the long-term impacts of it. And I remember people were walking around losing all that weight on fen-phen and they were looking like bobbleheads too. Because that fen-phen was taking their damn muscle mass. And it was fucking up their heart. I remember that shit. Because as we're talking about it, it triggered something in me to remember that. Americans have always been looking for get skinny quick. How about you don't have 3 Big Macs? That's really the way to do that. You can have 3 Big Macs, but if you're going to have 3 Big Macs, you got to go do something. You got to move your ass. You can't just have 3 Big Macs and sit around all day. It don't work like that. As somebody, I told y'all, I participate in a lot of big back behavior, but I also move a lot because I like a lot of big back shit. Y'all saw I made those big Debras yesterday. I love big back shit. So when I see that, I'm always like, Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to tell y'all, my current live, listen to this. My current live is restricted because it might contain some themes that some may find uncomfortable. Truth is uncomfortable. Eh? I forgot all about fen-phen until we started talking. And now I'm like, damn, I had forgotten all about that. But Americans have been chasing being thin for a long time. Everything's about being thin, but not about being healthy. Not about being healthy. Y'all. Okay, so I want to give y'all some news. This was put out by Republicans against Trump. Listen to this shit. A new whistleblower complaint alleges wrongdoing by DNI Tulsi Gabbard is so highly classified it's being kept locked in a safe and has not been shared with Congress. The Wall Street Journal reports a behind-the-scenes struggle over how to handle the complaint, with officials warning its disclosure could cause grave damage to national security. See, Tulsi Gabbard is compromised by the Russians too. She been compromised by the Russians. And she's not a Democrat. She's a dino, just like John Fetterman. Okay? I'm just letting you know who she is. She's a dino just like John Fetterman. Ain't did shit for the people that ever elected her when she was in office. She never did shit for her people. Never. So I'm not surprised that she's probably doing something. I'm not surprised, or did something. Now, y'all need to know the Supreme Court has said California's redistricting map is legal. That's why Texas never should have did that shit. Didn't I tell y'all? Match their fucking energy. That's the only thing that keeps Republicans honest. And now California can use their map. Maryland just voted and changed theirs to take their Republican seats. Good. Yep. That's the only way you're going to keep Republicans in order. You have to match their fucking energy. Stop trying to pretend to be the adult in the room. Sometimes, hey, have you ever met an adult that matches the energy of a child so that the children stop doing something? I'm going to give you a great example. I remember my little brother, when he was like 5, he went through this phase of spitting. He went through this phase of spitting. It already passed the Senate in Maryland. Maryland passed it, I think earlier this week or last week. So we've taken the seats too. So we did ours. But my brother went through this phase of spitting where he would get mad and he would spit on you. He was only 5 years old, right? So one day I remember my father was talking to my little brother and my little brother got mad and he spit on my daddy. So my daddy my father lifted up his hand, his own hand, and my daddy spit in his own hand and then he rubbed it in my little brother's face. My little brother ain't never spit no more after that. He never spit again. Because he didn't like being spit on. And I remember my father say, you didn't like that, did you? Don't spit on people. Never spit again. That's how you get people to stop doing shit. Because what Republicans are doing, a lot of it is childish. So you have to match their fucking energy to make them stop. That's real talk. That is the only way you get through to conservatives. You got to match the fucking energy. And that's just real talk. You got to match the energy. Match the energy. Now, remember I told y'all, again, and I'm going to tell you again because I know I got a little more people in here this morning. The government, United States, is holding over 250,000 immigrants. I'm sorry, over 70,000 immigrants. I was wrong in that quote. Over 70,000 immigrants in detention camps. Over 250 detention camps all across America. Your country, America. Over 70,000 immigrants being held in over 250 concentration camps in America. Why? Racism, Kim. Racism. And thank you for saying that, dude. Listen, thank y'all so much for being here. If you could do me a favor this morning, right? Tapping is clapping. So if you could tap that like button for me, and then if you could hit that copy link button for me, you just go down to the share button right here, and then you hit the share and you hit copy link. You don't even have to send it to nobody. Thank y'all so much. Right. That's not counting overseas stuff. That's just counting what's here. 215 over 250 detention camps here. Here. Over 70,000 immigrants here. Now, I don't know if we have any people in here from California, but California, they just introduced a bill, which I think is really awesome. Look, y'all. I'm about to trigger MAGA. Look at this shit. Y'all see B? They're about to lose their minds. I was waiting to put Barack up because see, Barack's not in the Epstein files. California has introduced a bill to ban former ICE agents from serving as police officers or teachers. Anthony, you know what? Countdown, MAGA, right now they like this. You know, okay, any of y'all watch Dragon Ball Z? I don't really watch it. My kids like it, right? And my husband likes Dragon Ball Z. But you know how like when he getting all charged up, that's MAGA right now. That's MAGA right now. They about to start typing. They about to go, wow, you heard me. You heard me. You heard me. They charging up right now. That's why I put it up there. Oh, you know they're crashing. They're crashing right now. That black bitch put that Barack Obama up there. Calm down, Pawpaw. But happy Black History Month. And Barack's not in the files. Here we go. Hey, Gladys, guess who's not in them damn Epstein files? Barack Hussein Obama. He ain't even in there. Trump's a damn liar. They losing their minds. You heard I say that? Barack Hussein Obama. Now, as we're wrapping up this morning, I want to read something to y'all. Now, don't forget, we're having the Uncensored Live right after this on Patreon. On Friday, it's free. So come on over. Y'all, I got some other things that we're going to talk about this morning that I cannot talk about or show you on TikTok. TikTok don't allow it. TikTok don't allow it. Remember I told y'all yesterday about we're going to connect the dots on missing children? Patreon. Yep, Vanilla. You click the link in my profile. It'll take you to my website. And when you scroll down to my footer, the links to every place I am, and Patreon link is one of them. It'll take you there. You could just sign up for free because that's what we about to be. I'm going to talk about connecting the dots on missing children, right? But I'm also going to talk with y'all about a case that happened where some FBI agents were unalived in Mexico when they were trying to investigate the Epstein stuff that went all the way down to Mexico. See, what y'all are seeing, one of the reasons why rich people are crashing out right now, one of the reasons why rich people are crashing out is because of one specific reason. See, here it is here. I saw this morning. Look at this. I thought that this was cool. So it says breaking. Reports indicate growing concern among wealthy and powerful individuals following the launch of extensive investigations into Jeffrey Epstein's network, right? By authorities in France, Poland, the United Kingdom, and Lithuania, right? Oh, the rich are getting fucking nervous. They say prosecutors in these countries are pursuing the cases independently and are not expected to restrict or suppress evidence in the manner seen in previous U.S. proceedings, raising fears that long shielded details could now come fully into public view. See, that's what the rich, that's another reason I believe that they wanted Trump back in. Uh-huh. 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 Because again, that's going to keep their nice little secrets intact. And everything is about keeping their nice secrets intact. Okay? Everything. I thought I'd put this up for the Don't Tread Me crowd. Because they always say, don't tread on me. Okay? They don't say that no more. I like that one, don't tread on me, daddy. I like that one. And I like the other one where it says, don't tread on me. Then it says, at least let me, then it shows the boot. And then it says, at least let me lick it first. Cause they some boot fucking lickers. Believe you me on that. Okay. They're some boot fucking lickers. Now I'm going to tell y'all something else y'all going to see online because I've been noticing it. Have y'all been noticing people online talking about when Mel Gibson said Hollywood do X, Y, and Z and he not in the files, so they just tried to railroad him? Listen, don't forget, okay? Don't forget, Mel Gibson was abusing his girlfriend at the time. He was beating on that woman. He's not a good person, okay? He has an addiction problem. He was saying anti-Semitic shit. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm not mistaken, he was saying racist shit too. I didn't forget. Fuck Mel Gibson. Okay? Fuck Mel Gibson. Real talk. I don't even listen to that shit. Fuck Mel, because I didn't forget. I remember listening to those audio tapes. Fuck Mel Gibson. But let me tell you, listen, this is why I keep saying Americans are not very smart and they need more discernment. Because I keep seeing young people online embracing that shit. And I'm going, most of them either weren't born when it happened or they were so young, they weren't even a part of the conversation when it happened at the time when those tapes and shit came out about Mel Gibson. People, just like I saw again this morning, and I got to make a video today about this to talk to young people. Young people, I want them to stop watching old movies, old TV shows. I want them to just stop. They're too fucking sensitive. They make up shit that never happened. I saw another video again today talking about Jay-Z dated Aaliyah. Jay-Z never dated Aaliyah. I'm like, where is this shit coming from? They just making shit up online because Pick Me Minaj is saying it, because Pick Me Minaj don't want you to look at her husband who's on the offender registry list. Her brother who's in prison for violating children. I'm just tired of seeing young people say dumb shit like that. Stop it. Y'all look stupid. Do you know I saw young people online saying they don't like to watch reruns of the Martin show because Martin picks on Pam because she dark skinned? What? I'm sitting there going, huh? That's not what was happening. Where are they getting this shit from? They're just making things up. They're just making it up. I'm just like, huh? Jay-Z didn't even like Aaliyah like that. Not to date her. No. I don't know where people got this from. Never. I don't know if they're confusing R. Kelly with Jay-Z. I don't know. But I know Jay-Z never dated Aaliyah. Never. I researched it this morning because I went to dig. I said, let me see if I can figure out where this shit is coming from. And one of the first things that came up when I said, did Jay-Z ever date Aaliyah? It came, he courted her. He never courted her. Dame Dash dated Aaliyah when she was an adult. The only adult I know about that was messing with her when she was a child was R. Kelly. And Dame Dash was still dating Aaliyah when she died. They were still dating. So I'm going, where the fuck did Jay-Z come from? I'm so confused. They just make shit up. Then they tried to say that Jay-Z dated Beyonce when she was 16. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's a lie. A whole lie. Beyonce was still dating her high school sweetheart for a minute while Destiny's Child was popping. Then they broke up. But Beyonce wasn't no underage person when her and Jay-Z started dating. All it takes is math. Exactly, MGD. Most of these young people weren't even alive. I swear they just do the shit for content. I miss Destiny's Child too. I was watching an old Destiny's Child video online yesterday. Like that woman, they be dancing and they doing like this. I was like, hey, I miss me some Destiny's Child. I love Destiny's Child because all three women were strong. All three women were beasts. It was, and don't get me wrong, I love Beyonce, but wasn't nothing like some Destiny's Child. Because Beyonce to me was even more relaxed when she was in Destiny's Child. Why? She didn't always have to be front and center. There were other people in that group that could be front and center. Beyonce liked playing the back. She really does like playing the back when it's strength in the front. She love that shit. She loves it. And I miss it. Yeah, that's how these people act. If it's on the internet, it must be true. Jay-Z never dated Aaliyah. That was Dame Dash. Dame Dash, I don't like Dame Dash, but Dame Dash never dated Aaliyah when she was underage. Never did. Not Dame Dash. And I don't even like Dame Dash. But he didn't do that. R. Kelly did. He married her. Not Dame Dash. Not Jay-Z. Oh, I miss Left Eye. I miss Left Eye. Because I figure if Left Eye was still around, we would have never gotten Pick Me Minaj. We'd have never got Pick Me Minaj. So listen, I'm going to start wrapping up so we can start this live show over on Patreon. Listen, y'all, we're going to have a good show this morning. Because like I said, we're going to talk about a whole host of things. But one of the things that we're certainly going to talk about is this whole Epstein thing. Yes, I'm on live right now. I don't know. You have to look in your thing. It's like 30 something. I'm assuming like at least between 25 and 30 a week. So yeah, so you guys, you say they didn't date, but he did try. No, he didn't. Show me proof that Jay-Z tried. No, he didn't. Where the fuck was I when this happened? Because I was deeply immersed in hip hop at the time. That never happened. You click the link in my bio and it'll take you to my website and then you can sign up from there. I just want to know, when did Jay-Z date Aaliyah or even try to court her? Like never. I was there. Meaning I was deeply immersed in hip hop at the time. That shit never happened. Jay-Z was chasing bitches. Okay? Chasing many a woman's. He wasn't trying to be all locked down. I don't know where people, did y'all forget? Girls, I do adore. They put your number on this paper. I might date you. Holla at you when I get off tour. Y'all forgot? Like what? I don't know if he did mess with Faith or not. I don't believe that either. I'm being honest. I don't think he messed with Faith Evans, but maybe he did. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't believe it. They say Stevie J said it. Nope. So I know I don't believe it. Stevie J said Faith told him that. I certainly don't believe shit Stevie J says. Stevie J's a whole fucking liar and manipulator and predator. Yep, I said, let me go dig. The source of that is Stevie J. Don't buy it. Stevie J be lying. Stevie J lie on his own stuff. You don't believe no Stevie J. I can tell you that shit right now. Yep. Jay-Z and R. Kelly, they're technically not from the same era, but they kind of are, meaning, remember, Jay-Z and R. Kelly did do an album together. Till all that shit came out about R, and what happened? Jay-Z separated himself from it. Look, my live been restricted again. I didn't do nothing because somebody got mad that I called them out that Jay-Z never dated Aaliyah. You can be mad. Oh, she called me out with facts, so I'm gonna report it to TikTok as bullying and harassment. Ciao. Yeah, I'm looking it up. The only source I see for Faith Evans had relations with Jay-Z is Stevie J. Stevie J is not a valid nor verifiable source. Stevie J lies. Get away from there, Rusty. I see you. Get. You up to no good. I'm like, that's why I be saying young people, they believe anything. Anything, especially if it's somebody they don't like. And they've decided that they don't like Jay-Z because Nicki Minaj don't like Jay-Z. She keeps saying Jay stole money from her, but question, if somebody stole money from you and you know they're worth billions of dollars, follow my logic here, y'all. I want you to follow me real quick. If you think somebody stole money from you and they're worth billions of dollars, wouldn't you sue them? Rusty, get off of there. Sit down. You're not getting nothing. When you sue them, I would sue them. But notice how Nicki Minaj doesn't sue anybody. Notice how she doesn't sue anybody. You know why? Because she's full of shit. She's full of shit, that's why. It's clout chasing for the internet. You say never, he was chasing. Oh, so now, Jan, now we going to Foxy Brown? Okay, hold up. So y'all going all around the place. First, y'all started with Aaliyah. That didn't work out. Then y'all said Faith Evans. That didn't work out. Now we've moved on to Foxy Brown. Come on, man. They fishing bigly. And guess what? I researched it, right? I wrote in, did Jay-Z sleep with Foxy Brown? Guess what the first thing that came up? All it takes is Google. Rapper Foxy Brown has attempted to debunk rumors that she and Jay-Z had any type of sexual relationship when she was underage. Even Foxy say that never happened. Damn. I just laugh because I'm like, at this point, it's desperation. At this point, it's desperation. It's okay to not like people. But damn, Jay didn't do, because I'm sitting here going, where the fuck was I when Jay-Z was doing all of this? Because I ain't never see it. Because he never happened. Bruh. That's literally the first thing that came up. And you know what came up after that? just discussion forums of people accusing Jay-Z, but not the person that they claim he did something with. That person ain't accused. You know why these people care so much? I'm going to tell you why, ultimately. They're jealous of the fact that man got a lot of money, but they also hate Beyonce. But they're afraid to aim for the queen because guess what? One, this is the first thing that happens when they aim at the queen. The queen be listening and Beyonce a petty bitch, she come back. That's the first thing. Second thing is jealousy. Jealousy. Think about it. Beyonce and Jay-Z, they've been trying to bring them down for eons. Remember when they kept saying they were in the, what was that group they said they was in? The Illuminati. Remember back in the day, they claimed that these same people were in the Illuminati. Y'all remember that? I remember that. They've been lying on Jay-Z and Beyonce since the beginning. B don't respond to it except in music. She might say something here or there, like fuck my haters and shit. But Beyonce never, unlike Nicki Minaj, you ain't gonna catch Beyonce out here trying to debunk a fucking rumor. She don't give a shit about regular working class people creating rumors about her. Beyonce doesn't care. She like, I let my work speak for itself. You say the Illuminati videos were big when you were in high school? See, because content creators just were making content. That's all. They were just making content. None of this shit had any value to it at all. Miss Tina will clap back, but Beyonce never does. Solange will say something. Beyonce never does. What does Beyonce says? She said the best revenge is your paper. Beyonce don't clap back. She clapped back with her music and her touring and her money. Okay? And that's what she claps back with. She don't waste her time arguing amongst the crabs about what she do with her life. She never has. She just let them talk. She don't give a shit. She like talk. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I'm here to do. Make music. I'm not here to fight internet trolls. And so she doesn't. Pick Me Minaj could take a page from that book to do that. But Pick Me Minaj won't do that because she insecure. So she online fighting for her life all fucking day. All day. That's Nicki Minaj all day because why? She's insecure. And her art isn't good enough to speak for itself. Period. Nicki's art isn't good enough to speak for itself. Hey, Bella Mae Jackson, girl. You about to come lay down in front of the fireplace? Here come the old lady, y'all. Okay, can I tell y'all a story before we wrap up? Yesterday, I thought Bella was dead. Yesterday, I thought she was dead. So she was sitting in because she has a pillow in my office, too. So she was in my office. I had walked in my office to do something. And I heard my cat, or I thought she was dying or something, right? So I walked in there, and so she's sitting on her pillow, and I hear a new sound that I hadn't heard before. So she was like, I said, oh my God. Look, I was like, that must be that death rattle. I said, oh no. So I said, Bella, she ain't moved. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm getting all distraught. My cat. I'm like, Bella. I say, Bella say, huh? She was asleep. She looked at me like, bitch, you woke me up. Look, I just called another restriction. Somebody's still mad. She looked at me like, bitch, what? I was sleeping. You woke me up. I be waking this cat up so many times in a week because I be looking at her like, is her chest, is she moving? Is she? And when I can't tell, I go, and she be like, I'm awake, bitch. I'm alive. Stop touching me. The other day, I thought Rusty was dead. He was laying on his dog bed and he was hanging off the side of it, like that. He was just hanging off. Eyes was just open and he wasn't blinking. So I said, oh, damn. Bro ain't make it. So I walk over to him. I'm like, Rusty, Russ. He lift his head up. He like, I said, oh, my bad. I forgot dogs don't blink as much as we do. See, I have old animals. My cat, you see Bella Mae Jackson, she 23, turned 23 last week, I think it was. She turned 23. Rusty 17. So it makes me think like Pickles is 12. So I be like, yo, every day I check on my babies. Yeah, she when she walk like she old now. Like when she walk, she be limping. You know what I mean? But that's my baby. I adopted her from a Petco when my daughter was in kindergarten. And she was not a kitten when I adopted her. So they're thinking she's 23. She may be older because we really don't know. Right now, I can hear her breathing while she over there, hoo-doo, hoo-doo, every time she breathes because she got sleep apnea too. But her life is pretty calm and pretty chill. Oh, you got yours at 4-month-old and a 9-year-old. Yeah. I love my baby. Well, we feed her a smidge of soft food every day. I've been trying to wean her off of hard food. But this bitch is like, I don't care what that vet says. I like that hard shit. Because she had a couple teeth pulled a couple years ago. But she don't care. So she gets a smidge of hard food and she gets a smidge of soft food. And she kind of eats on that, throughout the day or whatever. And it's more than enough for her. She gets fed twice a day. And so let me tell you who she is. That's Bella Mae Jackson. Because all my animals have first, last, and middle names. That's Bella Mae Jackson. Then we got, well, I really call Rusty Russ Diggle. He don't really have no middle name. Russ Diggle. Then we got Heidi Mae Jackson, which is no relation to Bella Mae Jackson. Jackson is a common name. You understand? But they're not related, right? Because that's the dog. So you got Heidi Mae Jackson. Then you got Pickles Jean Miller. That's the other cat. And then the youngest animal in the house is John Giovanni Wick. So everybody, everybody got their little situations. Nobody likes John Wick, just so y'all know, because he liked to fight. John Wick liked to fight. His name fits him perfect because he liked to fight. So when I let him out, I put the other cats up because he a troublemaker. He be looking up, you want to fight? No, no, sir. They are too old for that because he only 2. So he love to fight. And he like bitches too, but the bitches don't like him. Catch that part. The female cats don't like him. So I put them up when he out. So yeah. So sometimes y'all might hear the dog snore or the animal snore when I do the lives. That's just a part of the plan. But listen, we're going to stop now because I'm about to go live on Patreon. Y'all, we got a lot we're going to go through this morning. Listen, if you ain't never came to Freebie Friday, you need to come on over to Freebie Friday on Patreon. I guarantee you're going to enjoy yourself, okay? So give me 60 seconds to get it started because I'm going to throw some more wood in the fireplace. Bella done got her seat because she's trying to stay warm. So I'm going to put some more wood in the fireplace and then you're going to see me pop up on Patreon, okay? Come on over and join us, folks. I know you're going to have fun. Trust me on this because there's no censorship there, right? TikTok censors here. Look, I got 3 restrictions now, y'all. Let me read y'all my restrictions before I wrap up. Okay, I got a 10-minute restriction because they say my live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility under their community guidelines. I don't know how. Then I got another restriction to say my live is not eligible for recommendation and is restricted in search results because my live does not comply with the eligibility standards because they say I bully. Okay. And then the next restriction is my live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted, reason, harassment, and bullying. And then the last one was another one restricted for harassment and bullying. You see, that's what they do. Oh yeah, they mass report. I'm okay with it. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I expect it. I figure if I'm not getting strikes, I'm not doing my job. You understand? If I'm not triggering them, I haven't told enough truth. Because they only get triggered when truth is told. Right? They don't get triggered no other time until I tell the truth. Heidi, what are you eating? See, up to no good. We don't eat wood. I'm talking to you. You trying to look away. I'm looking right at you. Yeah, you can yawn all you want to. I caught you. I knew I heard something. Cut it out. We don't do that in here. I knew I heard something. What group sits and judges TikTok content? Conservatives. They run all up and through lives looking for liberal accounts to report, to push you off the platform. Just so you'll know. So listen, on the other site, Mike, the way you find me, click the link in my bio and you can come on over. It'll tell you all the places that I am. Who gives the strikes? The system automatically does it. It's really AI doing it. Because if you get enough reports, it'll automatically, the system just automatically puts the strike on there. That then tells somebody from the TikTok staff to go take a look at it. Yeah, it's MAGA AI essentially. And if you get enough reports in a live, the live automatically gets shut down. And then you have to appeal to get your live permission back. They do this shit. That's just what they do to keep the conversation. If they don't want a conversation to happen, they make sure it doesn't happen. Just so y'all know. That's what they've always done. They don't like something, they go report. They're a whole bunch of Karens. They don't like something, they gonna report. I'm calling the police. I'm gonna tell the internet police, you said something hurt my feelings. I don't like it. It needs to be shut down. That's them. I'm used to it. So listen, I love you guys. Thank you for the 128,000 likes this morning. I appreciate that. Thank you. We got almost 300 shares. I appreciate that this morning too, in spite of all the restrictions and all the bullshit, right? Listen, I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. I try to do this every live. Number 1, TLG girl. Thank you, beautiful. Number 2, Miss Beautiful Dearest Amanda. Thank you so much. Number 3, beautiful Daisha Reed. Thank you so much. Number 4, beautiful my dog is Charlie. Thank you, beautiful. Number 5, beautiful Camille. Thank you so much, beautiful. And a special shout out to beautiful number 6, the only Jessica. Thank you so much, beautiful. Listen, have a great and beautiful day. Come on over to Patreon and enjoy it with us today. Today is Freebie Friday. You ain't got to pay nothing to come over to Patreon and have a good time. Trust me, you will. We have a great fucking time. All right, Mike, come on over. We about to have a good time. Like I said, give me 60 seconds, right? Yeah, because if they report you enough, you can't share the link. You can't share the link and stuff. So my website is straightfactsnofilter.com. You go there. When you go there, you'll see the links to all the places that I am, and Patreon is one of them, and it'll take you right to my Patreon, folks, okay? Listen, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head today, people, all right? Don't forget we do baking on Saturdays. I don't know what I'm fixing yet tomorrow, but I'll figure it out. I want to do some more potato chips for show, but I ain't sure what I'm fixing tomorrow, so I'll figure it out before tomorrow, but don't forget tomorrow is when we do baking or cooking on Saturday mornings while we just kick it and talk. We're going to make something. Ooh, I hadn't thought about apple chips. That sounds good. Hold up now. I think she did like the empanadas because she ain't say nothing else. We ate all ours. Y'all, can I say something? Look, I got to come close because I don't want to say it real loud in the house. I was so mad when my husband ate the last 2 chicken empanadas because I was going to eat them bitches for lunch one day. And I thought I had pushed them all the way in the back of the refrigerator because I was trying to hide them. He went digging, looking for them motherfuckers and ate both of them. I was so mad, but I ain't say nothing. But I was in my feelings about that shit because I wanted them empanadas. I had stuck them all the way to the back of the fridge and hid them behind the blueberries. Didn't work. All them joints. I surprised myself. Them bitches was good. Got me wanting to make more empanadas with all different types of things in them. They got me one, but I was so mad. I was like, yo, because I didn't think my family would even really eat those. I was wrong. You can't find it. Go to Straight Facts No Filter on my website. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Ain't much on my website. The footer in the bottom on the right hand side are all the links to my socials. One of them is a Patreon link. Click that. It'll take you to Patreon. Yep. Take you right over there to Patreon and bam. Yep. You go on my website because I don't have it in my bio. I can't put all those links in there. Ooh, guava and cheese. That sounds good. He does know I hide stuff, Miss Dakota. Like I hid the Miss Deborah's underneath the smoked meats in the freezer. I don't think he found those yet, but he saw me make them. Yeah. Oh, you was in the bio? Okay. All right, but I love you guys. Give me 60 seconds and we're going to get started on Patreon. Don't let nobody live rent free in your head. Don't feed no trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Have a beautiful and blessed day, everybody. I'll see you in 60 seconds. Peace out, okay?